So just finding a nice, comfortable place. And just starting to move around, taking nice circles. This helps us to come into our own space. Rolling around. Starting to take your attention inward. Connecting with your breath. If you find a nice place to linger, you can just pause, take a nice stretch wherever you are. Just continue to roll around side to side. And just heading back to your center. So the practice today is going to focus on your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. Just easing, dissolving any tension. Take a big inhale, lifting up. And a long exhale, bringing your palms twice more. Big inhale. Easy exhale. One more time. Just releasing the hands, taking the chin to your chest, rolling over to one side. And taking a pause between the breaths before rolling down, coming up to the other side. Coming back to the center. Just taking the jaw on a little journey, so you're putting the jaw forward and around, and in circles. Chewing. Feel like a cartoon. And take another big inhale, lifting up. And then take a nice twist round to one side. Inhale, lifting. Rolling round to the other side. And just sweeping the hands around you. Sweeping the hands in the middle. Take a little fall forward. Nice sway side to side. Breathing. Walking your hands back around. Press down behind. Take a big inhale, lifting up. One more time, you might wish to lift the hips too. Really let the head and neck go behind if that feels nice. Opening through the upper arms. Exhale, sinking that down. Taking the hands behind your head, elbows out wide. Just roll from side to side. Your inhale to come up to the center. Exhaling over to the other side. You can start to take your own movement here. We always have some options, maybe rolling around and opening. Just see what feels nice. Exploring the movement, maybe getting a little bigger into the movements. So really taking whatever option feels nice. You'll reach a little opening, exploring wherever you want to go. And rolling back to the front. And we're just going to take the knees together, sweeping around behind us, coming to all. You get there, gently moving around, could be figure of eight, could be a circle. Moving through the spine, waking up. And around the other side. Maybe through some cat-cow, gently arching the back. Breathing in, rounding the back, chin to chest. Moving through your spine, you have the freedom to move and to explore around positions. And then sinking back down. So we're kneeling up, tucking the back toes and then sinking all the way back down, stretching the base, the soles of our feet plantar fascia. Take a big inhale, right arm comes all the way up, rolling around, rotation. And taking that down the other side. Big inhale. And feel free to open your body to the side. We're working with our body as one rather than moving separate parts. And then take a big inhale, lifting up. Taking the hands behind your head. Inhale, lifting up from the chest. And exhale, rounding the back. You can go as low or as stay as high as you wish. Inhale. Exhale, rounding. Maybe opening out the arms. If you want to really open out, you can do that. And then folding all the way back. Inhale, open. Exhale. One more time. Take a big smile. Feel that inner smile spread across the collarbones as well. So taking the hands behind you, untucking the toes, coming to your child's pose. Taking the arms forward, crawling over to one side, take a nice stretch. Maybe the furthest hand comes on top of the other. Nice deep breaths here. Walking over to the other side, placing a hand on top, and really taking that stretch all the way back. You can feel it through the side body, through the ribs, through the glutes, all the way. And then coming back to the side. Inhale, all the way back up. So we're finding our seat one more time. This is not something I've done in an online class before, but as we're working into the jaw, the best breath for the jaw is lion's breath. So it's the one where you look the silliest. So you're going to take a big breath in, and then as you breathe out, the eyes go up and the tongue comes out, and you're really stretching your face and all the fascia, really getting into the juice. So take a big inhale, lifting the eyes, and then twice more, breathing in, scrunch up the face this time, really scrunch that. And then one more time, scrunch it up as much as you can, really scrunch the fist too, and spread the fingers. Excellent. And then shake it out. Very good. Coming on to all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, stretching through the back of the body. And just taking bends into the knee, maybe side to side, pedaling the legs. And we're going to take some jaw circles here, or maybe opening the jaw, opening the mouth as wide as you can. Breathing in, opening the mouth, stretching the fascia. Exhale, scrunching everything back up. Twice more in your own time. And then you open up, the eyes open wide too. And exhale, scrunch all the way. Start to take a little walk, crawling the hands back towards your feet come towards your hands. And just keep the hands a little distance in front of you so that you can roll forwards. And roll back as you roll back, you get a nice stretch. Rolling forwards. Forwards. Taking a hold of your elbows. Circle side to side, or semicircles, or half moons around your feet. And let your head and neck go. Releasing any tension from your head and neck. Especially with our screens, we can hold the neck forward, head forward. But start to roll up to stand, notch by notch. Big inhale, lifting up. Taking the palms together and tipping over to one side. Really stretching one palm further than the other. And exhaling, coming up and over the other side. Stretching. And then releasing the hands. Just a little shake out. Shaking all the way through. Just keeping nice and bounce through the legs. And make sure we're bouncing the energy. You bounce the heels too, that gets even more energy bouncing up and down. Up and down. Nice. And just let the arms come. Oh, my arms are moving quite a lot by themselves. And just allow your head to rest, ear coming over to your shoulder. And taking the foot coming over to your left shoulder, taking the left hand on top. And really weight down as though you've got a weight in the opposite hand. Getting a nice stretch to the side of your neck. And gently, slowly release. Coming to the other side. Feel that weight in the opposite arm again. Really nice and deep. Releasing. Slowly coming up, just a little roll around in the neck, whatever feels nice. And take a big inhale, reaching up, exhaling all the way forward and down, softening the knees, inhaling halfway. Exhale, coming all the way down. We're going to come to all fours. And then when you're ready, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back to your downward facing. Take a big inhale, sweeping the left leg high. And exhale, stepping through between the hands, rising up, taking your hands behind your lower back. Releasing the hands, inhale, but you're like one big diagonal line from the heel all the way up. Round your head. Take the arms all the way forward. All the way back. Twice more. Really spreading the fingers as you bring the arms forward. And then taking the hands down. Coming into a nice twist towards your right side. Exhale, releasing, going to the other side. Easy exhale. Coming all the way, big inhale, lifting up. And taking the hands behind your head. Take a nice twist. And twisting the other way is challenging for the balance. And releasing the hands all the way down. Step back to your downward facing. And your next inhale, rolling out to your flat pose. Slow knees, the chest, the chin. All the way down. Inhale. Easy. Press down, take the hips, the heels, child's pose. Inhale, rising up to all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and down. Take a big inhale, sweeping the left leg behind you. Exhale, stepping through between the hands. Rising up, taking the hands behind your lower back. Stepping in. And releasing the hands behind you. Take an inhale as the hands go forward. Exhale, take it twice more. Really feeling that building the inner strength through you, through your arms. And then releasing the hands down, coming into your twist to the left side. And easy exhale, coming round to the other side. Exhaling, down, take a big inhale, lifting all the way up, taking the hands behind, and this time we're going to take the shoulders, the elbows in, inhale, opening, twice more. One more time. Just releasing the hands all the way forward and down, and start to walk your way back to your wide leg forward fold. So we're halfway, walk the hands down, feet are parallel, releasing all the way down. And just a little roll from side to side. If your lymphatic system that can run up the inside of your thighs. Maybe sitting down, sliding your leg towards you, toes coming up, sliding around the other way. Coming back to your center. Take a big inhale, arms go wide, and then reaching over to one side. Stay with your halfway, reaching over to the other side. And releasing the hands, bringing your right hand across your left shin, the outside of your left shin, opening. Easing that down, going to the other side. And take a big inhale. Taking the arms out wide, turning the palms, lifting all the way up. And palms to your heart center. So staying exactly where you are, I'll just turn around so you can see where I'm going. The toes are out, the heels come in, sinking down to our goddess pose. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. And we're just going to reach over to one side. And reach over to the other side. Coming back to the center, taking the hands behind. And taking the jaw on a journey all the way around. You can do the neck too. All the way. And take a big inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rolling forward and down, coming back to your wide leg forward. So we will roll side. And when you're ready, walking your hands back round to frame the front foot. And we'll step back to a downward facing. You can take the flow, or you can come down to child's pose. Wherever you wish. The easy way. Whenever you're ready, we'll reach up. Downward facing dog. So spreading the fingers, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. And take a big inhale, sweeping the right leg high. And exhale, stepping through between the hands. Taking your left arm forward, up and around. Arcing your way to your warrior. So we'll meet here. Just turning the back toes in a little bit. Front toes forward and back. Take a big inhale, lifting up. And exhale. Twice more. Breathing. Easy exhale. One more time. Exhale. Turning the palm, big inhale, takes you all the way back. Exhale, come up and over. And instead of bringing the hand or the forearm to the thigh, which you can do if you wish, bring it across your body. The other arm comes up and over. Breathing in. Inhale all the way. Tipping back. This time we're coming into triangle pose, so front leg stays nice and straight. Reaching forward, rotating, opening the arms wide. The lower hand is just in front of the legs, taking all that. You can breathe here for a while, but if you wish, you can take the top hand to your hip, look down, walk the hands forward and find your way, floating the back leg up. Coming to your half moon pose. And then exhale, stepping all the way back. Now releasing the arms. Take a big inhale, lifting up. And exhale, releasing twice more. Lifting. One more time. Warrior two. And just turning the toes the other way. And this way. Turning the palm, inhale, tipping all the way back. Coming up and over to our side angle pose. One hand comes across the other, up and over. Inhale, tipping up and over. Coming to your triangle pose, front leg, stay straight, stretching forward, hips go back. Coming to your triangle pose, you can stay here and breathe. Coming to your half moon. Whichever option you wish. Just staying nice and steady in your mind. Whenever you're ready, stepping all the way back, softening into the knees, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, come up and over. Framing the front foot, step back. You're downward. Take a few breaths here, maybe pedaling the legs, or taking a nice stretch through the back. And whenever you're ready, take a big inhale, sweeping the right leg high. And exhale, bringing your knee behind your right wrist. So we're coming towards pigeon pose, but staying high, keeping the back leg tucked. Big breath in. And soften the palms and take that leg all the way straight up and back behind you. And staying in this nice quad stretching, maybe bending into the knee, maybe strapping the hips. And when you're ready, releasing back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward, lowering the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, rising. Exhale. Take a big inhale all the way up and back, downward facing dog. You can move through your all fours or child's pose, however you wish. Meet. Take a big inhale, sweeping the left leg high. Exhaling, bring your knee behind your left wrist, the foot underneath you, staying high, coming to your fingertips. Nice breath across, maybe that inner smile, coming back. And then softening the palms, take a big inhale, sweeping the leg way up and back behind you this time, bending into the knee, opening the hips, taking a nice quad stretch. And then heading back to your downward facing. Inhale, rolling forward, lowering all the way. I'm going to do something, a little bit of fun here. We're taking the arms straight ahead. And then rolling over to your right side, onto your backs. And taking your leg across as you sit up. So I shall swivel around and show you where we are. So we're sitting up, one leg across, and then taking a nice twist away from your mat. Inhale, coming back. Taking that knee with you, rolling back to your back, hugging the knee in tight, and releasing that leg down the mat, rolling all the way over to the other side. Take a big roll and sitting all the way up. Taking your right foot across the left, rolling around to the other side. And we can't do that just once because you've only just got the hang of it. Guiding your knee in towards you, hugging your knee in for the right. And then releasing that leg, rolling all the way over to your other side. Coming onto your back again, sitting up. Taking the outside foot, stepping up and over, twisting away. And then coming back, hugging your knee in, rolling back to your back. And then releasing your leg down, rolling back over to the other side, then sitting up. Taking the outside foot up and over. And then twisting away. And coming back to your center. And we'll just hug both knees in now, rolling back onto your back. End of your funny business. And taking the arms out by your side. Rolling the knees from side to side, releasing them out. And as we're here, we can open the mouth wide and screw up your face as you breathe out. Maybe with the fingers and the fists. And then gently release the soles of the foot down to the mat. Take a big inhale, sweeping the arms up and back behind you. As you exhale, follow with the arms forward and down. Twice with a big inhale. The inhale lifts the arms. And the exhale floats the arms down. Already initiating, starting with the breath. Breathing out, pulls the arms down behind the breath. One more time. Exhale. And then bringing your heels in towards you so the back of your fingers can touch the heels. Press down through the soles of your feet. With your next inhale, start to tilt the pelvis towards you, lifting the hips high. And exhale, rolling down both. You can continue to roll up and down, following your breath. Or if you wish, you can stay up for a breath or so. Standing through the chest. Spreading the collarbones, shoulder blades coming towards each other. Inner smile again, maybe turning the palms up. And you're rolling that down. Bone. And guiding your knees into your chest. You start to rock and roll forward and backwards, starting with a little movement and then getting some momentum forward and backwards. Continuing like this, rolling up and down the spine. You might cross the legs and come up to a heel. And then rolling back down, crossing the legs. One more time. And then finding your way back to a seat. And just settling here for a few moments. Know your breath settling. Just taking this time to absorb the practice. And its physiological effects on our body and our mind. Place. And just stay here for a little while, just resting our attention on the breath. Then you start to tip a little side to side. Maybe the head follows. And you might pause for a little stretch of the neck from one side to another. Finding your way back to the center. Big inhale. And a long exhale. Twice more. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Breathing in through the nose. And breathing out through the mouth. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your light. Namaste. Moving over to Kristen.
Thank you, Nikki. So staying where you are, be comfortable. So if that means resting against a wall, that's absolutely fine. But otherwise, stay in a comfortable cross-leg position. And hands can be in one of 2 or 3 positions. They can just rest downwards on your knees. You can have a Jnana Mudra, which is the second thumb and index finger together. You can rest your hands upwards in the same position. Upwards is a gesture of consciousness, downwards is gesture of knowledge, so whichever suits you. Or you can just have your hands resting in your lap wherever you're going to be comfortable. This is a mindfulness breath and has many benefits on both our physical but also emotional states. So physically, it calming the system down, but then that, of course, that links to the emotional system. So our nervous system starts to calm down, and effectively, it is calming for anxiety. It's calm and enables a slightly different perspective. So it enables almost creativity to come through. Then if your mind is calming, your nervous system and your body functions operating at a much more optimal state, because you're getting more blood oxygenation, blood in through the organs. So just coming to either looking along the floor or gently closing your eyes, taking the hand position that works for you, and feel that you can move as well throughout the practice. And just bring your attention and your focus to your breath. So you can either do this by bringing your focus to the entrance to the nostrils, or if that works better for you, you can bring your attention to your abdomen, moving in and out. I'm going to bring my attention to the base of my nostrils. And as you breathe in, there's nothing for you to do other than just observe your breath going in. it reaches the top of the inhalation, it stops for a second, and then the breath turns round as you breathe out. Breathing in, the air is cooler, and breathing out, the air is slightly warmer. Your abdomen moves very fractionally outwards on the inhalation, as your diaphragm moves, and then as you breathe out, your abdomen moves very fractionally back towards your spine. And there are many variations of this. You can mentally start to count your breath in. So a beginner's invitation is to count your breath in for 3, hold for 2, and breathe out for 4. But you can adopt your own breath pattern or abandon the breath pattern, just follow the breath in and breath out. But a good beginner's strategy is 3 in, hold for 2, and breathe out for 4. You increase slightly the uptake of oxygen into the system and toxins, carbon dioxide coming out. Bringing your attention to a point, the nostrils, the entrance of the nostrils, if that's what you choose, gives you a slight focus. Your mind will always wander, but if it does, just acknowledge your thought and let your mind come back to the entrance of the nostrils and your breath as it goes in and your breath as it comes out. In yoga, we normally breathe in and out through our nose. But you can, in this case, if you prefer, to explore breathing out through your mouth. This works for you. Breathe out more toxins in that case. So again, there's no right or wrong, just explore what works for you. Your rate of breathing and your breath directly correlates to our health. And also to our state of mind. So you'll know that if you're very stressed and anxious, your breath rate increases. It's difficult to be breathing slowly when you're highly anxious. And similarly, someone who's not very well, their breath rate is reflected. So our breath and our breathing has a direct correlation on our health, and is the bridge also between our physical body and our emotional body. So our emotional state is directly reflected by how we breathe. And if you're relaxed at the end of the yoga session, your muscles already just relaxed a little bit. So this naturally is more helpful to a breathwork exercise, because your muscles, if they relax, they expand inside you, and so your breathing is easier. Your intercostal muscles, for instance, those are the muscles along your ribs, have just relaxed and expanded. And if they're relaxed, then you breathe a little bit more deeply. Your lungs can expand that a little bit more. And just also become aware of any sensations in your body, any senses, experiences. Become aware of where your body touches the ground, connecting you to the earth. Any tingling. Again, any thoughts, everything is allowed, just let the thought come in and then go back to focusing once more on the breath coming in and coming out. And now, very gently, without disturbing yourself, you can either stay here, because I might suggest for a more relaxing experience, you might like to come to lying on the mat for a very gentle and brief relaxation. So this is a form of body scan. And we did this last week for those of you who are here. And this particular body scan is one for bringing balance and rejuvenation to the energies of both the body and the mind. And it's called the stitching meditation. So you start by bringing awareness to the right side of your body, and only the right side of your body. Your right big toe and your toes, the space beyond your toes. You're connecting to the muscles and the bones, your circulation, and ultimately your brain. You feel that you've divided yourself in half. You're just on the right side, and you're connecting to your organs, your muscles, and your bones by looking and feeling, almost as if your mind is touching and talking to them. So moving beyond your toes and space beyond your toes, travel in your mind along your foot, the top of your foot and the sole of the foot, through to the ankles, along the right leg, shin and the calf, to the right knee, top of the knee and underneath the knee, along the thigh, and your hip, moving up the abdominal area, past the organs. On your right side in particular, you have your liver, your gallbladder, going up to the chest, right up to your right collarbone and shoulder, coming down your right arm, the top of the arm and the elbow inside, the elbow and the back of the elbow, and along the forearm down to the right wrist, the right hand, back of the hand, and the palm, and the fingers, and the space beyond the fingers. And then coming along the spine, traveling up all the way along the spine, and coming to the back of the head, top of the head, your eye, and your eyebrow. the right side of your face, the teeth, lips, your right sinus, the right side of your brain, the right chin, right side of the throat, and back to focusing your attention at the right nostril, breathing in and out. Now focus your attention on the left side of your body, as if only the left side exists. See and feel the sensations of your big left toe, the space beyond your toes, and moving to the soles of the left foot, and the top of the left foot through your ankle, along to your shin, back of your leg, your calf, your knee, your left back of the knee and top of the knee, along the left thigh, through the left hip, and coming up the left side of the body. You're going through your heart, all the way up to your chest, and your left collarbone and shoulder going along the top of your left arm, inside the left elbow, and outside, and along the left forearm to the left wrist, the left back of the hand, the palm of the hand and the thumb, and the left fingers, and the space beyond the fingers. And then travelling up your spine on the left side, coming to the back of the head, the neck and the back of the head, the top of the head and the forehead, and the left eye. Sinking back in its socket to the left eyebrow. And then the left side of your cheek, your teeth and lips, your left sinus, left side of your forehead, left side of your brain, left side of your chin and your throat, the left side of your face completely. And bring your attention to your left nostril and feel that you're breathing in and out only through your left nostril. Now feel that your spine is the only thing that keeps your body together. All the nerves that come from your spine are connected to your organs, and they're like stitches holding your right and left sides together. And breathe along the spine from your tailbone right the way along to the top of the head. And then as you breathe out, breathe back down along the spine again. And as you feel that you're breathing up and down your spine, you're bringing equal awareness to both sides of your body, your left and your right side. And each breath is balancing your physical and mental energies. Breathing up and down your spine, uniting left with right and right with left, balancing your energies. Some thoughts for the day from Rumi again. And there are 3 thoughts of the day. They're very short. The first is what you seek is seeking you. So it's a little bit like attracts like. You attract in what vibes you put out there. What you seek is seeking you. And the second thought is don't grieve. Anything you lose comes around in another form. And then the third thought for the day, again from Rumi, is yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. And take a moment now to connect with where you are at home. Take a moment to have a thought for the day, a wish for the day. It can be for yourself. It can be for someone who is close to you. It can be for somebody else altogether. And mentally repeat that wish to yourself a couple of times. Your sankalpa to set your intention for the day. And those of you who want to stay where you are, please do feel that you can just stay where you are and drift off, to relax. If you want to come up to a seated position and to finish the class, then please join me to come to a seated position, taking your time to perhaps hug your knees into your chest, wiggle your fingers and toes, and do whatever you feel you need to come to a seated position. Rolling over to the side, to your right side, perhaps if that's available to you, away from your heart. And come gently to a seated position. Just bring your hands to your heart center, taking a bow for yourself, to have a lovely day ahead, week ahead. Thank you very much for joining both of us.